Hello and welcome back to my channel, where today I am in New York City. As you can hear from behind me, all this noise, but I'm proud to happy to show you guys this Polestar 2. This is a 2021 Polestar 2. It's Volvo's first electric car, and I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to drive it, show you guys how it drives, all the tech and features. This thing is very, very high tech, and it's a good competitor to the Tesla Model 3 and other EVs. That's coming up next. And if you're new here, please do me a favor and click that subscribe button. It will really help me grow to continue to provide you content like this and many, many more. Stay tuned. That's coming up next. Alright folks, bear with me because I'm filming this from New York City. So noise is going to be very loud, unfortunately, and it's uncontrollable. But now, let's start with this car, Polestar 2. What is Polestar 2? Well, Polestar used to be Volvo's performance brand when, back in the day, and they used to make kind of like the competitor to AMG, Mercedes, AMG, BMW M Series, and so on and so on. Now, this car is very cool looking, very unique, with these Thor's hammer little lighting signature here, which this guy has your daytime running lights and your turn signal. Of course, this guy has full LED headlights with pixel technology. What does pixel technology mean? Well, it just means that when you're driving, it can project images into the road. And work around the car, it's a good looking car. It's a good looking car, very stylish. This car has the performance package, which includes upgraded suspension, the bigger brakes and tires. So this guy got 20-inch rims. This car has Brembo brakes. The suspension is adjustable. This car has the big battery, so you get 78 kilowatt hour batteries with about 250 miles of range. And of course, it's being an electric car, it is all-wheel drive. And just look at it. It's a cool looking car, very sexy, very unique. I like how this lighting signature just go all the way around, and there's no badging, as you guys can see. It doesn't say Polestar, it doesn't say anything. It just has this little star here letting you know what it is, which is technically a star. Now, to open the trunk, you just pop this guy here, and voila, you get a nice decent sized trunk. We'll get this out of the way for you guys. And it's decent, it's not too bad. You got two tethers for the car seat. You got a little pass-through. The seats do fold down. And you got a little cargo divider here, so you can flip this guy up like this. This way things are not whirling around. There is no spare tire. All you do underneath, you get a can of Fix-A-Flat, which I'll show you. That is actually the charge cable. And let's take a look at the front. The frunk, which is very tiny, not too big. And I'll show you guys what that looks like. And to close it, you got two buttons right here. Or one here, one to close it normally, and if you press this, it will close it and lock the car. Press this, and off. Nothing much to see here. Once again, I apologize for the background noise. Unfortunately, I'm filming in New York City, and New York City is always vibrant and moving. You got your windshield washer fluid right here. You got your jack, which you'll probably never use. There is a traditional battery, like a traditional car battery, underneath all these panels. This guy, you can take this guy off to get a little bit more room, more cargo. Not that much. You can put a couple of bags in here. I mean, not the biggest frunk in the world, but underneath here, there's a can of Fix-A-Flat and a little pump, and that's it. There's really not much under here to see, but at least they give you a usable space underneath the front of the car, which is most EVs don't give you space. All right, let's step inside. Let's talk about the technology and see how what makes the car tick. Okay, let's take a look at what's inside the car. Just you guys to show you for reference, this is the actual key. Very unique and different, nothing much to see. You have lock, unlock, and then you got the trunk release. So if you press this guy here, you're going to see the trunk, of course, come up. Press it again. Close it. Also, you can open the trunk by, you can wave your feet underneath. Wave your feet underneath the car, according to the Polestar representative, but it's not doing it. Oh, there it goes. I stand corrected. It does work. So, and of course, you can close it from the tailgate itself, or you can just press the button on the key fob or in the inside of the car and then close it, and there it goes. Let's take a look at the inside. It's a traditional car in every sense. You got your touch sensitive here to lock the car, so if you touch it, the mirror starts folding in, as you can see. Unlocking, just put your hand on the door handle, car unlocks. Let's take a look at the back seat. Very nice. This is an indication that you got the performance model when you get these bright yellow seat belts. Stepping into the back, sitting behind myself, it's very good. I'm 5'8", I have plenty of leg room. I have this beautiful panoramic sunroof that covers the entire car, which is nice. Have headroom. It's a little snug back here. It's not the biggest car on the planet, but that's the instrument cluster, which is a tablet style, which I'll show you guys in a second once I get to the front, because the car shuts off as soon as you get out of the car. There is no push start, nothing. The sensor is underneath the seat, the driver's seat. When you sit in the seat, it knows, and then it knows somebody's sitting there, and it turns on the car. You got traditional vents back here, USB. Got a little cubby here for USB port. You got two very heated seatbelt controls. Very large hump, which is unusual for an electric car. Usually electric cars have a flat floor. This material is kind of like a wetsuit combination, according to the salesperson. Made from recyclable water bottles, as you know, EV being all green and stuff. Like I mentioned earlier, the seats do fold down completely flat. You got two cup holders here. You got your latch points for car seat if you want to put a car seat in here. All right, folks, let's go in front and see how this car, all the technology. Okay, we are now at the front seat, and like I mentioned before, the car is already on. And as you can see, the tablet style comes to life. This is running Android Automotive, so this is basically running Android and Google. So you can log in. You can car controls here. You driver assistance program here, so you can the steering light, standard or firm. Traction control on and off. Sport mode, leave it on standard. You could do one pedal driving here. What this means is that when you let your foot off the accelerator, the car automatically starts braking very aggressively to start reducing energy. Right now, standard is very strong. Low is kind of in the middle, and then the off is just completely off. This creep function just behaves like a traditional automatic, which lets the car creep forward when you're moving. So right now I just have to move the car because I parked in the street. Let some folks stop by. That's what the backup camera looks like when you're backing up. Of course, you got trajectory lines in every sense of the word. You press P to put it in park, and it just stays there. The camera still shows. You can still, to put it in reverse, you just flick it forward like so. Click it once for neutral. One for drive, and then neutral. Go back to drive, and then press P for park. But I'll leave it in drive so I can show you guys the instrument cluster. So this is very similar to Audi's MMI, but to the next level. This is, as you can see, it's full-blown Google Maps, which you can adjust by pressing this button here, and you can change the way the screen looks, different controls. It's very, very cool, very high tech. Of course, you got your traditional controls. You got the voice command button here. This is volume up and down, track backwards, track forward. This is the OK button. This is the controls for the cruise control here. set your distance because we have radar guard cruise control. Traditional switches for the lights. So you got automatic lights, fog lights, window switches, just like a normal car. Your memory controls and the seat controls are here on the next to the side. One unusual thing about this car is most cars, when you adjust the mirror, the glass moves. In this car, the entire assembly, as you guys can see, moves. Very unusual, very different. The whole thing moves, which is very unusual and unique, I guess. Hopefully this thing lasts the length of the warranty, because if that thing breaks, I can only imagine how much it costs. This car has a Harmon Kardon sound system. There's your rear mirror. The visibility is it's not that great. It's very tight, very obscured because it's a very sexy rear profile. But overall, this car is very nice in the interior. Very nice. You got this massive panoramic sunroof, fixed glass, I'm sorry, that does not open, but it's very nice. The seats are in front are heated. You got heated seats here. You press this guy here, and you can turn on the seat controls here, the steering wheel. If you get the actual leather, you get cooling seats as well. These buttons always fixed. So right now the climate control set to 70. You can adjust it. You can press this and you get the actual climate control menu, just like a traditional car. You can turn on the camera right there, which has a 360 camera. You can cycle to the menu, and this is kind of like your home screen. You got maps. This is live Google Maps. You got your assistant features right here, driver performance, your phone if your phone is paired to it, Bluetooth and media, and so on and so on. And that's pretty much it. And this, you got a little home button here. If you press this guy here, it brings up the screen again. If you press it again, it shows you other functions, the controls, the fan speed. I mean, it's all very, very high tech. So all you need to do in this car is you sign into your Gmail address, and that's it. You get into the car, it knows everything, all your settings and features and things like that, which is very unique and very different. And this is the first application of Android Automotive in a car space. Very nice. The materials are very nice and soft. One itty-bitty cup holder right here. That's pretty much it. You get a wireless charger right here, and then you get two little USBs in the front. You flip this guy up, and then you can plug in your phone. All right, guys, let's go for a drive. This guy has 408 horsepower and 487 pounds-feet of torque. It's very fast. 0 to 60 is like 4.5 seconds, if not a little lower. We will demonstrate that in a second. Stay tuned. That's coming up. All right, guys, let's go for a drive in the Polestar 2 2021. Like I mentioned earlier, the car is already on because there is no button. You just sit in the seat. The sensor knows you're here. You get in, you set your climate control, put this guy in drive, and that's it. You just take off. Let's see. Let's put this guy to the test. Oh, wow. Holy crap, this thing is fast. I mean, I can't go that fast, unfortunately, because I'm in New York City, and New York City is very crowded. But let me see if I can get myself into the West Side Highway and be able to open this guy up. But off the bat, it's really fast. It gets up and go quick. It feels, this car feels very hefty, very heavy. I don't know if you can, something you could do. The steering is standard. You could do light or firm. But it's a cool, it feels substantial, if that's the word that we're looking for. It feels substantial. You feel like you're driving a machine. It doesn't feel like flimsy or anything like that. Very, very nice. Very cool. I like the way it drives. It's very quiet in here. Overall, being that this car has a massive glass that covers the entire car, I mean, the only thing you guys hear is, of course, the climate control. But it's cool. This car is cool. I mean, this thing is The seats, of course, you could do, it has adjustable bolsters and thigh support, and just like a traditional car in every sense. Very untraditional, because once the car is off, then once you get out of the car turns off. And it does have a key, like I showed you guys earlier. It does have a traditional key, but just to unlock the car. That's pretty much it. But it's very cool. This thing is very high tech, very future forward. I think it's going to do very well for Polestar as a brand by itself. And I dig it. This thing is cool. This thing is very cool. It's a good competitor to the Model 3, Model 3 and everything. If you don't want to join the Tesla club, you can definitely pick one of these guys up. I'm over here in New York City, and of course New York City is very loud, and but it's quiet in here. It's very peaceful in here. I only hear myself talking, and of course the climate control, which are blowing nice comfortable air. But overall though, it's a really nice place to be. It's a really nice place to be. Very silent. I got somebody earlier stopped me and asking me what the hell is this thing, because there's no sign, there's no badging. It's just, you get this Polestar. I don't know if you guys can pick this up on camera. It's just like a little star that picks up, and that's pretty much it. When it comes to this car, it's very nice. I would love to show you guys how good the sound system is, but I'm gonna find another little street here to be able to open it up and give you guys a small taste of how fast this Polestar 2 is. And I'm not a fan of black cars for the most part, but this black it's literally black out everything. I mean, the emblems, the screen. Oh wow, look at that. The 360 camera just turned on, letting me know that it's a tight fit, which is very unique, very useful. I mean, this is basically your phone at this point. Okay, I gotta turn around here. I gotta make a quick right to turn around to head back down again. And this is the West Side Highway. Here we go. Very close to the Intrepid Museum in Pier 88, of course, New York City, which is a nice backdrop for this film. This car is cool. This car is very cool. The visibility is not that great, unfortunately. If I was to get something like this, I would remove the rear headrests because they get in the way. And especially if you put the third headrest in the middle, you can't see it. It's hard to see. It's very hard to see because, of course, the sexy slope rear end that this car has. But overall, though, this is a good product. This is a very good car, very well made. And let me see if I can open it up for you guys. Whoa, this thing is quick. This thing it's fast. It's not slow, not one bit. It's very, very fast. It picks up and go. I mean, there's no waiting. Obviously, like any traditional EV, you just step on it and it moves. Obviously this car has a performance package, so it doesn't give you performance in terms of power. It just gives you performance in terms of handling and brakes. That's pretty much what this car does in terms of performance. Other than that, there's no difference in terms of power and that's it. But this thing goes. It goes. And I'm sure it might be good in the snow. Also, it helps that this car has actual performance tires. They're very sticky. So in the summer, when these guys warm up, this car's gonna get up and go in a very rapid fashion. I'm gonna try to see if I can move, go a little further down the road. I mean, it's New York City, so moving fast here is almost impossible. Traffic, of course, is massive, but you know, this is awesome. And you guys can test drive this. You go to a Polestar website, you can reserve it. They ask you a couple of questions, they send you a quick email, and you know, you pick the Polestar location that's nearest and closest to your location, to your home, and that's it. Very quick and painless. Of course, you have to sign your life away, saying that you're responsible for the car, obviously, because they're just literally giving you the key to this thing. And that's pretty much it, guys. This is a cool experience, like always. It's fun. This car drives great. You know, it's very, very responsive. Not too bad. The power is definitely there. The power is definitely there. It lets you know that it's present and accounted for. It's fun. I mean, it's a fun car. It's a very fun car. A very fun car, and I'm almost tempted to swap my lease for this thing. But this is fun. This is very fun. It's a nice car. And I Googled everything, of course, in this car. Google Automotive. So, but that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. This was fun to make. If you please, if you like what you see, please do me a huge favor. I'm trying to make this channel grow. I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers. I'm already at 93. Help me get there by clicking that subscribe button down below. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, stay safe, and take care of each other. I'll see you guys in the next video.